At first glance, it may sound far-fetched, but some people have been deeply curious about what's happening in Antarctica. If you delve into the subject, it's easy to go down a rabbit hole. The icy continent at the very bottom of the Earth is far more than a frozen wasteland of snow and penguins. In fact, some ancient maps depict Antarctica long before it was officially discovered in 1820. Beneath its thick ice layer, explorers have uncovered surprising remnants that challenge our understanding of Earth's history. Some believe that these findings could reveal hidden truths about the planet's past, while others propose connections to extraterrestrial activities. Imagine finding bones or strange objects hidden under the Antarctic ice. People have reportedly found bones, many of them, and even what appear to be remnants of ancient tools. These discoveries, from unusual subterranean lakes to mysterious artifacts, open a window into a forgotten world filled with secrets. There are even whispers that President Eisenhower might have made deals with extraterrestrial beings. This is the kind of speculation that drives interest in exploring Antarctica's hidden government secrets, sparking curiosity about what ancient knowledge might be waiting to be rediscovered. One particularly eerie phenomenon involves large, sudden gaps in the Antarctic ice, known as polynyas. These enormous ice holes, which have appeared out of nowhere, stretch over thousands of square miles. Scientists first noticed these anomalies in the 1970s when a satellite picked up a massive hole in the Weddell Sea ice, only for it to disappear by summer. The phenomenon intensified in 2018, when, during the harsh Antarctic winter, a colossal 3,700 square mile hole appeared in the ice, expanding rapidly before vanishing again with the change of seasons. Researchers have since hypothesized that cyclonic storms and their powerful winds may be the cause of these holes. By examining satellite data, they found that fierce cyclonic winds at the South Pole, clashing with warm and cold air, likely play a role. Such discoveries may have important implications for climate science, as these openings could affect both the ecosystem and atmospheric conditions. In a particularly intriguing story, an individual who had worked in Antarctica reportedly confided in journalist Linda Moulton. How about a covert mission in 2003? According to this anonymous source, during a routine research expedition, their team stumbled upon a massive, dark structure emerging from the ice. The team explored it, discovering doors that slid into walls, revealing a strange hallway illuminated by an unearthly green light. The walls were covered in unfamiliar symbols. Some suggest that if extraterrestrial beings were seeking a remote base on Earth, the desolate expanses of Antarctica would be an ideal location. Another topic that fuels speculation is the supposed discovery of pyramids in Antarctica. In 2009, satellite images captured what appeared to be a giant pyramid with clear, triangular faces, stirring debates among scientists and theorists alike. Located in a landscape of extreme cold and endless white, the structure bears an uncanny resemblance to the pyramids of Egypt. While skeptics suggest it could be a natural rock formation shaped by weathering, others view it as evidence of a lost civilization that thrived in Antarctica before the continent froze over. Adding to the intrigue, scientists conducting the Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna (ANITA) experiment, a NASA-funded project, detected puzzling signals that seemed to come from below the ice. Using IceCube, a neutrino telescope, researchers attempted to track these signals. However, they found no match, sparking hypotheses about parallel universes or hidden matter within the Earth's depths. Lastly, there is the fascinating discovery of new species in the icy waters beneath Antarctica. In 2021, a team of scientists from New Zealand drilled over 1,600 feet through the Larsen ice shelf. Upon sending a camera down, they observed previously unknown creatures in a hidden, submerged ecosystem. This unexpected discovery hints at an isolated, ancient world existing under the Antarctic ice, a place where life has adapted to extreme conditions and possibly evolved separately from known ecosystems. These mysteries suggest that Antarctica may still hold unknown secrets from ancient civilizations, hidden life forms, and perhaps clues to phenomena beyond our current understanding. I know this sounds crazy at one point. Some people like what's going on with Antarctica. You can really go down a deep rabbit hole if you read the Ice Ages. The icy continent at the very bottom of the Earth is much more than a land of snow and penguins. the presence of Antarctica on ancient maps, because we didn't discover it until 1820, beneath its thick layer of ice. Explorers have found surprising things that make us rethink what we know about our planet. They found these saw bones. A few of them. We got 15 of them now that they found, from unusual underground lakes to ancient mysterious objects. These discoveries reveal a secret world full of surprises, and that's where they say Eisenhower made a deal with these aliens. Join us as we explore the top 10 disturbing government secrets hidden in the South Pole. I think we're getting very close to rediscovering some of the things that our ancient ancestors were up to. Number 10. Ice holes of Antarctica. In the icy reaches of the South Pole, there's a peculiar phenomenon that seems straight out of a suspenseful movie by John Carpenter. For years, scientists have been puzzled by the sudden appearance of massive holes in the ice. These holes, known as polynyas, can stretch over thousands of square miles and defy normal expectations of how ice forms. Each season, the mystery began in the early 1970s, when satellites first spotted a mysterious hole in the ice of the Weddell Sea, only for it to vanish by summer. However, the most dramatic event occurred in 2018, during the coldest winter months, when a colossal hole, nearly 3,700 square miles in size, appeared in the ice pack. Over just 2 months, it expanded by a staggering 740 square miles before shrinking again as summer arrived. Scientists have tried to uncover the cause of these bizarre holes. Researchers from New York University Abu Dhabi may have cracked the case, using satellite data and careful analysis. They found that these transient holes are likely formed by cyclonic storms. In September 2017, clashes between warm and cold air masses at the South Pole created cyclonic winds, reaching speeds of up to 72 mph in waves as high as 52 feet. These powerful winds push the Antarctic ice in different directions, creating openings in the ice pack. While these holes may seem dramatic, they play crucial roles in the ecosystem. Polynyas act as gateways between the ocean and the sky, providing pathways for wildlife such as seals and penguins, and even offering habitats for phytoplankton. Moreover, these openings can impact the atmosphere and may serve as indicators of climate change. The link between polynyas and cyclones raises concerns about climate change. As the planet warms, cyclone activity around the poles is expected to intensify. This could lead to more frequent polyny events, potentially disrupting climate models and affecting a broader range of atmospheric and oceanic processes. In 2018, a person who had worked at the South Pole shared an incredible story with journalist Linda Moulton. This person chose to stay anonymous because the information was said to be highly classified. According to him, in August 2003, he and his team were on a secret mission disguised as a research trip. During this mission, they stumbled upon a large, dark structure sticking out of the ice. They all looked at each other in shock and decided to investigate. The structure had big square doors that slid into the walls when pushed, revealing a long hallway inside. The interior was lit with a strange green light that didn't seem to come from any specific source. The walls were covered in odd hieroglyphics that no one could recognize. It's a wild story, but considering Antarctica is one of the most remote and uninhabited places on Earth, it could be an ideal spot for extraterrestrial beings to operate without being noticed. Number 9. The mysterious pyramids of Antarctica. There's an interesting idea that the government is possibly hiding triangular buildings in Antarctica, believed to have been made by a mysterious ancient group. The Great Pyramid in Antarctica is a strange and controversial discovery that has puzzled both scientists and conspiracy theorists. It remains one of the biggest mysteries of recent years. In 2009, satellite images revealed what appeared to be a giant pyramid in Antarctica, sparking widespread curiosity and debate. The structure looks remarkably like a pyramid with 4 clear triangular sides, similar to the famous pyramids of Egypt. Its symmetrical shape and size have led some to believe it couldn't be a natural formation. One of the most fascinating things about the Antarctic pyramid is its location. Antarctica is known for its brutal weather and desolate landscapes, making it an unlikely place for such a grand structure. The pyramid's presence raises questions about the continent's past and suggests that a lost civilization might have once thrived there, long before it became the frozen land we know today. There are many theories about the Antarctic pyramid. Some people think it might be proof of an ancient civilization with advanced technology, while others believe it could have come from extraterrestrials. On the other hand, skeptics argue that the pyramid-like shape could be due to natural processes, or an optical illusion created by light and shadows in the satellite image. In 2016, there was another breathtaking discovery, but this time, the discovery of these buildings was made public. 3 huge triangular shapes were found, with one rising over 4,000 feet tall. To give you an idea, that's more than 10 times the height of the famous Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, making this a huge find. Officially, the government says these shapes are natural and says there are no records of ancient groups in Antarctica, but many people think differently. The buildings are so perfectly shaped that it's hard to believe they formed naturally. This suggests they were made by a very advanced and smart group that lived in Antarctica, maybe 100,000 or even 1,000,000 years ago, possibly even the Anunnaki. Conspiracy theorists suggest Antarctica might have once been Earth's middle, which would have made conditions there much better for living and building. Also, if the government is purposely hiding these buildings and information about them from Google Earth and other search engines, they must be hiding something important. It could be secrets of the universe, a cure for cancer, or even a source of renewable energy, but we'll only know the truth in time. Number 8. The unusual signals. The Antarctic Impulsive Transient Antenna, ANITA, experiment is a project funded by NASA. It involves a group of antennas mounted on a large balloon that flies over Antarctica. Its purpose is to capture radio signals emitted by high-energy particles from outer space when they interact with Earth's atmosphere. During its flights in 2006 and 2014, ANITA detected some unusual signals that seemed to come from beneath the surface, which was surprising. Normally, such signals would be expected to come from space itself. Scientists also used another tool called IceCube, a neutrino telescope with sensors buried near the South Pole. IceCube is designed to detect faint bursts of light produced by particles passing through the ice, especially neutrinos. The idea was that if ANITA's signals were caused by neutrinos, IceCube should have detected similar signals. However, after examining data from 8 years, no matching signals were found in IceCube. Physicist Justin Vanderbroek from the University of Wisconsin-Madison pointed out that if ANITA's signals were from space, IceCube should have detected them. But this didn't happen. This difference remains a mystery that scientists have yet to solve. Some theories suggest that the signals could be radio waves bouncing through hidden caves or lakes under the ice. Others even propose a link to dark matter, which makes up most of the universe's matter, but has never been directly seen. There's also a more interesting idea suggesting that these particles might come from a parallel universe, perhaps a mirrored copy of our own, which could explain why the signals come from below instead of above. This phenomenon continues to puzzle scientists, adding to the appeal of the research. The fact that there are still no clear answers is what makes it such an intriguing challenge for the scientific community to tackle. Predicting what will happen to the glacier is a tough challenge, and scientists are working hard to understand the complex processes that control its future. Number 2. The South Sandwich Trench and underwater rivers. The South Sandwich Trench is a very deep part of the ocean found far away in the South Atlantic, close to the South Sandwich Islands. This mysterious underwater valley was discovered only recently, in the late 20th century. Scientists started mapping it fully in the 1980s using special tools to measure seismic activity. Ever since then, the trench has amazed researchers with its surprising geological features and importance to the ocean. The main thing that makes the South Sandwich Trench interesting is that it lies where 2 huge pieces of Earth's crust meet. Here, the South American plate is sliding under the South Sandwich Plate. This process, called subduction, often leads to earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and other signs of geological turmoil. Because of this, the trench and the area around it are of great interest to scientists who keep studying it to learn more. Exploring the South Sandwich Trench is especially hard, because it is in such a remote part of the ocean. The weather there is often harsh, with freezing temperatures and rough seas, making it tough for researchers to get there and study it. Its great depth and closeness to the South Sandwich Islands, which are themselves remote and volcanic, mean that much of the trench remains unexplored. Scientists are still curious about what might live in these dark, icy waters. Underwater rivers, also known as subaqueous rivers, are hidden streams flowing beneath the ocean surface or within submerged caves. These mysterious currents, driven by differences in salinity and temperature, create unique ecosystems and transport sediments across great distances, impacting ocean dynamics. Though not extremely common, scientists and divers are familiar with them. However, discovering one in Antarctica is truly remarkable. This particular subglacial river in Antarctica is a natural marvel, even more impressive than the mighty Thames, stretching over 285 miles and draining into the Weddell Sea. Its existence was revealed using ice-penetrating radar during air surveys. What makes this discovery so fascinating is that beneath the thick, seemingly impenetrable ice lies a complex and interconnected river system, thriving as if the layers of ice above were non-existent. As we explore this icy network, we realize the river's catchment area is vast, equivalent in size to France and Germany combined. This raises important questions with potential global implications. The river flows beneath four massive ice streams: the Institute Ice Stream, the Muller Ice Stream, the Support Forest Glacier, and the Foundation Ice Stream. As these ice borders retreat, the river emerges from beneath the ice shelf into the Weddell Sea. This under-ice river has the potential to significantly influence our planet's future. If this hidden river were to melt, it could lead to a staggering 14-meter rise in global sea levels. While such a dramatic change wouldn't happen overnight, it adds a layer of uncertainty as we confront the effects of a warming climate. Number 1. The Ring of Ice and Fire. In 2017, scientists from Edinburgh University made an amazing discovery. They found almost 100 hidden mountains buried 2 km beneath the icy surface of West Antarctica. Some of these mountains are as tall as Switzerland's famous Matterhorn, reaching nearly 4,000 meters in height. This finding suggests that West Antarctica has a bigger mountain range formed by volcanoes than the more famous volcanic ridges in East Africa. Even though these volcanoes have been inactive for thousands of years, researchers warned that if they become active again, it could have serious consequences for the region. An eruption could have devastating effects on the ice sheets and contribute to rising sea levels, further threatening coastal areas around the world.